Hello students, today we are going to start our next topic on spherical mirrors. So in order to understand the spherical mirrors, I have a spoon with me. This is a spoon. You know it has two surfaces. One surface is this and second surface is this. This surface is deeper inside. As we move from corner to center, it goes deeper, deeper and deeper. Such type of surfaces are called concave surfaces. On the other hand, there are surfaces those are bulges out, and such type of surfaces are called convex surfaces. In the concave mirror, the reflecting surface is like this, that is a concave shaped surface is there through which the reflection occurs. Such type of mirrors are called concave mirrors, and the surfaces like this, such type of mirrors are called convex mirrors. Let it explain me on a two-dimensional surface. So this is a mirror, this is a mirror like this surface, and such type of mirror can be represented like this. So this is the concave shape and this is convex shape, but the concave shape, like left one, is the reflecting surface and the convex surface is the painted one. So the reflection can occur from this surface only. So such type of mirrors are called concave mirrors. On the other hand, if the concave side is the painted one and the reflection occur from the convex side, like this side, so such type of mirror are called convex mirrors. Simply you can write convex mirror or convex spherical mirror. Here it is, you can write concave mirror. Now let's learn more about mirrors. Suppose this is a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror and this is the geometrical center of the mirror, like this point I am talking about. This point is called pole of the mirror. Here P is represented as pole. So this point is pole, and it must be a part of a sphere, and the sphere has center C. This C is called center of curvature. Center of curvature. Let me repeat it. This is a mirror. What type of mirror is it? It is concave spherical mirror. This is the geometrical center called pole. This mirror must be a part of sphere, and this sphere has center. This center is called center of curvature, and a line joining PC and extended is called principal axis. One more point is there, that is somewhere in the CP, in between CP, it is called focus. What the focus is? Actually, focus is a point through which a ray coming towards this mirror, that is a concave mirror, parallel to principal axis, it gets reflected and passes through a point on the principal axis. This point is called focus. So this length, this PC length is F, is called focal length. Not PC, PF. PF length is called focal length, and this PC is called radius of curvature and is represented by capital R. Radius of curvature. And remember, one more relationship is there. F is the midpoint of CP. Therefore, this length, that is PF, is equal to half of this length, that is PC. That is F focal length is half of radius of curvature. So remember it, right? And Now I am going to draw some images that is formed by concave mirror. But remember this thing, I am going to repeat once again. This is a concave mirror. Geometrical center is called pole. Concave mirror must be a part of a sphere, and the sphere has a center. This center is called center of curvature. In between C and P there is a point F called focal length, and you know what the focus is. This is focus and this length is PF is focal length. This PC is radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is double of focal length, or you can say this focal length is half of radius of curvature. Now let me draw once again a concave mirror. You must know something about concave mirror so that you can draw the diagrams of formation of image easily. This is F and this is C. Remember, PF and FC are equal. Now one thing you should remember, that if a ray is passing through C, if a ray is passing through C and going towards the mirror, it reflects back to the same path. It reflects back to the same path. So number one. Number two, any ray going towards mirror parallel to principal axis passes through F. So one thing you should remember, that is a ray coming towards the mirror and passing through C retraces its path. One thing. And second thing, a ray parallel to principal axis going toward the mirror, then it after being reflection, it passes through F. Now on the basis of these two factors, you can draw the diagrams of formation of images by concave mirror. So number one case, I am drawing the diagram. So see carefully. Suppose this is our concave mirror. This is principal axis. This is point P, this is point F, this is point C. And the image is to be formed when the object is beyond C. So this is object A, B. So remember, two rays from this object. One ray is going towards the mirror parallel to principal axis, and then it passes through F. Second ray going towards the mirror through C, it reflects back, and there is a point where both reflecting rays intersect. So this point is formed. Here image is formed. Since this is A, so it must be A dash. Here it is B dash. So image is formed. Where image is formed? In between C and F. So what is the nature of the image? What is the type of image? So one thing, this image is inverted one. Right? It is clear from the diagram. It is inverted one. How it is inverted one? The ray from B going below the principal axis. So the part of the object that is above the principal axis is now below the principal axis. So it is inverted. Number two. There are two types of images. One is real image. Second one is the virtual image. What is real image? Real image is actually formed when the rays after reflection actually intersect. So here this ray, this reflecting ray and this reflecting ray, both rays are intersecting at this point B dash. They are actually meeting. So such type of image is a real image. Number 3, where image is formed? In between C and F. And number 4, size of image diminished, small or smaller. So remember, when the object is away from C, when the object is away from C, the image is formed in between C and F, real, inverted and diminished. Now come to second part. Now I am going to replace the position of the image to C. Now I will draw the object. I will draw the object here. Now see where the image is formed. Number 2 point, object is at C. Here is a concave mirror. This is point P, this is point C, this is principal axis. Here is F. Now this is your object, say A, B. So AB is object. Now see where the image is formed. This is your first ray. It passes through F. Other one. Now second ray must passes through C, but here you cannot draw the image. So you can draw one more image. It is passes through F. It goes parallel to the principal axis, and here you can draw the image, and you see where image is formed. Image is formed at the point where the object is, but in the inverted position, inverted mode. That is, again, number 1, image is inverted again. Number 2, it is of same size as that of object. Earlier it was diminished, but now it is of same size. Now where the image is formed? At C. At C. Earlier it was formed in between C and F. And one more thing, the image is real one. Real one. Why it is a real one? Because a ray coming from this ray and this ray are actually meeting at this point. So you can call it as A dash, B dash, where A and A dash coincide. Now number 3. Now the object is in between C and F. Now take the object in between C and F. This is your again concave mirror. This is your principal axis. This is your pole, focus, center of curvature. Now I am drawing the object in between C and F. Let's see what will happen. Again, draw the 2 rays. One ray is this, and after being reflection, it passes through F. Second ray must be taken like this. Here is the ray. Here it is the ray. This ray from this point moves towards the mirror, and after being reflection, it's coming towards this. Now it goes back, 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 back. Now again, both the rays after being reflection actually meet at a point. So such type of image is large image is formed. It is A, this is A, so it must be A dash. This is B, it must be B dash. So what type of image is there? Again inverted image. Again real image, but now the position is different. In the above case it was formed at C, now it is beyond C, and number 4 enlarged. It is not diminished, it is enlarged. So we have discussed 3 cases. One where the image where the object was beyond C, then object at C, then object between C and F. Now I am taking the case where the object is at F. So the 4th case I am going to take where the object will be placed at F. This is the 4th case. Object is at F. So in the 3rd case was there object between C and F. So we have taken this case. Now we are taking object is at F. This is a concave mirror. Again, this is a concave mirror. This is your principal axis. This is your pole. This is your focus, and this is your again center of curvature. So I am going to take the object at F. So the object is say AB. So this is A, this is B. I am going to draw a line as a ray going towards the mirror parallel to principal axis. Where it will go? It will go towards F. So this is the reflected ray from B. Now one more ray is there, that ray, this is the ray coming from B to the mirror. After reflection from this point, it retraces its path and it goes there. Now you see these 2 rays goes parallel, so they never meet. See, never meet, or you can also say they appears to meet at infinity. So the image will be formed, no doubt image will be formed, but at infinity. So image will be formed at infinity, so it must be very large image. And since the both rays appears to meet below the principal axis, so again the image is inverted one. So number 1 thing we can say about image inverted to highly enlarged. Number 3 real, and number 4 at infinity. So in this case image is formed at infinity and it is real, highly enlarged and inverted. Now number 5th case we are going to take when the object is in between F and P. So let me take object is in between F and P. What will happen here? So here is this your concave mirror. This is your principal axis. This is P. This is focus point. Focus is F. This is C. And I am going to take the object in between F and P. So I name it as A, B. So I name it as AB. Now again a ray going towards the mirror parallel to principal axis passes through F, and a ray from B to this point and then reflected back. Now both rays can never meet. They goes far and far from each other. But remember, they appear to meet at this point. So a virtual image is formed. We are forming a virtual image A dash, B dash. So it is always erect to virtual, enlarged, and one more thing, where it is formed? Behind the mirror. So students, we have discussed these 5 cases, and one more case is there when the object is at infinity. I will recall these all 6 cases again in this video, but let me do the 6th case also. In 6th case, I am going to take the object as infinity. Number 6 case, object is at infinity, like sun, stars. So this is your concave mirror. This is your principal axis, this is your pole, this is your focus, and this is your center of curvature. So students, when the object is at infinity, you can take the rays coming from the object, but object, you cannot draw the object because the object is at infinity. Only you can draw, what you can draw? The rays. Suppose this is the ray, this is another ray, this is third one, fourth one. So many rays are coming, but all rays are parallel to principal axis, so they pass through F. So what type of image is formed? So many rays are actually meeting at this point, so is a real one. One thing, it is a real one. Now size. The object is at infinity, must be very large object, and the points are, all the rays are focusing at this point, so it is very small image. It is again inverted. Why it is inverted? Because the ray from upper part of this axis, this principal axis, goes downward, and rays below this principal axis going upward, and this is your real image, very small image, and is inverted one and formed at focus. So in these all 6 cases, let me clear one more thing. In first case, image is real. Second case, image is real. Third case, image is real. Fourth case, image is real. Only in this case, image is inverted one in this case. So remember, when you will solve your multiple choice question, remember when the image is inverted, image is virtual. So image is virtual in this case when the object is between focus and pole. So one thing, when the object is between F and P, image is virtual. Number 2, virtual image is always erect. So in all the 6 cases, only in one case erect and virtual image is formed. So it will help you in solving your multiple choice questions. So in this video I have told you about what the spherical mirrors are. Spherical mirrors are of two types: concave mirrors, convex mirrors. What a focus is, what a center of curvature is, what is a pole, you know all about, and the relationship in between that focal length is half of the radius of curvature. Now in first case, when the object is placed beyond C, image is formed in between C and F. It is a real, diminished and inverted. And in number 2 case, when the object is at C, image is also formed at C. It is very important concept. It's a second very important concept. The board can ask, or the question can be asked in this way: at what position the object is placed when the image is of same size? So it is at C. They can also ask where the object is placed when the image is at the same position, or where in which case image and object are at same position in case of concave mirror. So I have solved all these cases. I hope you will draw all these cases in your notebook. Thank you so much.